Hello, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome to anybody's here for your sun, moon, rising. Also, this is a timeless tarot reading. I'm just going to say this time, and I won't repeat it in the next videos. I am no longer doing dates. So if you are someone who's a stickler for dates, you can check out when I release this reading, and you can see the week ahead. Otherwise, these are timeless readings, so whenever you come here, this is meant for you. So let's begin our reading for this week. We have Acorn's Invitation, Touch, Exchange, Connection. I mean, we got this like hot guy, fairy. It's a pretty good looking guy. And I'm going to read a pretty big chunk in there because I want you to get the feel of this, because I see it as, obviously, if you're single, there's like a potential man or woman coming towards you. It's like an invitation to energetically exchange with each other, a connection, a deep connection of sorts. But I feel like the message has something beautiful to share with you. So this beautiful fairy man is inviting you to touch the world, to enter into somatic relationship with the world around and within you, to experience the vitality of the life force that exists in everything, including you and including your body, with which you may have a conflicted relationship. The fairies know that your body is a beautiful sacred expression of the spirit and an essential part of the self. They teach that when we reach out and touch, not only do we connect with another, but we are touched in return. Thus, through the act of physical communion, we are touched, held, and nurtured. It cannot be otherwise. The impact of touch is so underestimated, but this fairy man wishes to remind you that without touch, you can become sad, depressed, unwell, and your immune system weakens. That's very interesting. Hug, hold hands, rub a back, get or give a massage, rub feet, and connect. Allow a butterfly to alight on your finger. Pat a dog, stroke a cat. Look into someone's eyes while you sit with knees touching. For this touching is healing, and touch has the ability to uplift us, comfort us, soothe us, cure us, and make us vibrate with bliss. Fairies teach us to be vital, to be healthy, and that part of this is to glory in our physical selves and our physical desires. This fairy man is not talking about a kind of base physical gratification, a filling up of a void, an appetite sated. He's speaking of true communal healing, loving touch. This is like actually deeper than I imagined, because I do, as a single human for a long time now, it's true that we tend to lose touch with people, right? Obviously, I hug my family and friends, and you know that hugging is not just like a hug for 5 seconds. A real hug is 20 seconds, and then you could feel your whole mood change by that. I do a lot of hugging of trees. I think they're the best. And if I'm not hugging the tree, I'm just putting my hands on the tree, and I can feel the vibrations like throughout my body. So like massages are really important, you know. And also if your partners, if you, like, you know, like I know so many people who are married, they're like, I'm in bed with him, but I don't touch him. I'm like, okay, well, what's the point of this? Like, I don't understand, or her, or whatever. And it's like, touch is the sacredness, right? It's not only about sexual or sensual touch. It's just that fusion of energy. Because you are high energy and the other person is high energy. And if the other person is low energy, then you're giving them high energy, which is a gift. So I kind of love this. Also, this is also like single ladies or single men out there, that there's like definitely someone coming to touch you. Like, keep it open, girls and ladies and men out there, because there's someone who wants to have a connection with you. Anyways, let's see what the week is. Let's end these zodiacs on a great night. The Prince of Summer is the Knight of Cups. Oh, this is you. This is a Pisces energy. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. Look at this. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Okay, the Knight of Cups, it is that. It's like falling in love, but it's also about being head over heels in love in a silly and naive way. It's like immature love, the Knight of Cups. You know, it's like romance is the knight in the shining armor. You know, it's like the prince on the white horse kind of energy, that, or the princess or whatever. You know, in the castle kind of thing. That's the dreamy. It's Pisces. You're dreamy. You're idealistic. You live in the romance movies. You know, this is your go-to in life. And the Knight of Cups says, if you're single, Mr. Acorn is coming to see you, or Miss Acorn, or whatever. Or if you're partnered with someone, I don't know what that means, because this could be like bringing romance. Like bringing that foolish, remember at the beginning of your relationships, you had the butterflies, you had the, I don't see what's wrong with bringing that up all the time in your relationship. We have kids and we work. I said, okay, so you follow the linear way of life. Who cares? You can still go on a romantic picnic. You can still have a secret date with each other. You can still bring a flower to your wife home, or you can still bring him a wrench, you know, whatever. I'm kidding. You can do whatever. You can bake him a cake, or, well, you know, like all the little things that are meaningful, are small. Anyway, the Queen of Swords. Let's see where this is really taking us. The Queen of Swords is let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. Okay. The Queen of Swords is the Libra energy. She's the strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. You know, the Queen of Swords is that woman, or that queen that is like the no bullshit queen. The one that like, don't fuck around with me kind of queen. Like, be honest. Like, these two together, absolutely not. I don't see this at all working out, because she'd shut this guy down in half a second. This is not a couple that could work, because he's too in the clouds and she's so like, yo, this is what I want, this is what house I want, this is the money I want, you know, kind of energy. And he'd be like, but I can give you the world. She goes, I already have the world. I want, you know. So that's that energy. That's kind of funny. So there's this knight, younger energy, and this queen showing up. So for you, I don't know, there could be like some of you that may have fallen for a younger guy, or some of you have fallen for an older woman, you know, if you're single or if you're not, but I don't want to, I don't know. And it's like a fantasy or fairy tale kind of energy, but it's in the real world, it would never work. So there's that kind of energy showing up, but it's also you being dreamy, and also you being straightforward and talking your truth. So let's look at all the cards. Oh my God, the Queen of Swords is your challenge. I love this Queen of Swords, by the way. Like, she's freaking amazing with her owl on the side, and she's like an angel. I love it. Wow. Okay, so what is happening here? This is so interesting. So here we are with the Knight of Cups showing up, which is Pisces. So I have to say that the Knight of Cups kind of has to be you, or it's a Knight of Cups coming in, someone younger coming in, wooing you, you know, like, oh, like flirting with you, who feels like the perfect guy or the perfect girl. Like, it feels like, and these are people. They're all people. It's not even a situation here. These are all people in your life. And then you have these two queens. They could be the same queen, who is either your mother or your best friend or you, or like whatever, a woman in your life. I would say man, but could be a man in your life too, but it feels like a woman. because there's two queens showing up. You know, they kind of cancel each other out. So it becomes a queen. And like it's, you know, the queen here, it's really nice because she's strong, she's patient, she's self-sufficient, she's funny. If we would do this in reverse, the queen is vengeful in reverse. She's a don't freaking cross her path kind of queen. The Queen of Swords is going to cut you down, queen. The Queen of Swords is not kind at all in reverse. There's no, she's cold, she's reserved, she is out for blood. Like, let's be real. So, what are you doing, Pisces, here? Right? Maybe little acorn man has come in already and has like touched you, or you've had like a little fling with somebody, whether it was a real fling or a little like innocent fling. That could be here showing up, or someone is like literally heavily flirting with you, or you heavily flirting with someone else. Or this idea, or you have this ideology of romanticism that is, you're drowning in it, kind of. You know, you watch all the romantic movies, now you have these high expectations from your partner, from everybody around you, that everybody should be, you know, that there's that showing up here. And there's someone like, you know, like kind of breaking it all down for you and saying, get out of that dreamy state, Pisces, or it ain't working. You know, you're in la la land. So get out of your la la land. This is that. This is whoever is in your life that is like, whoa. I wouldn't want to cross her. I really wouldn't. And maybe you cheated on her. Like, so I'm really scared for you, Pisces, when you cheat on her. She's coming back at you with like vengeance. So there's that kind of energy showing up. There could be someone in work. Let's say, you know, there's a lot of like there's fine lines nowadays. You know, back when I was working in the 90s, let's say I was working early 90s. It was the fine line of sexual harassment, you know, like, but we never said anything because it was just what it was. But there's almost that kind of energy showing up here. Some of you are innocent about it, the way you touch maybe your employees, or the way you like I don't get personally, like I don't take things personally, because I know that I'm a touchy-feely person too. I'm always touching people like all the time, so I don't like, but there could be this happening right now. And there could be some of you taking someone to court, and there's could be some of you getting your lawyers involved here, and the judges, and like this. That's the queens, that's the swords energy. You know, are you going to the press and you're talking about it? You like having, you know, like interview process. You're, you know, I don't know. There's something here that is a little shady. You hiring a private detective, you know, kind of energy. There's like this, you know, the Queen of Swords always speaks of justice, right? She's the police, the lawyers, the notaries, the judges, that the medical, maybe medical field as well, like a. Oh my God. You guys like shock me. You guys like shock me. So, what else? Let's look at all the scenarios here, because the Knight of Cups comes in as that. You know, it could be you coming up with a really creative, dreamy project, a magical project that you want to start up, a business, or you getting a job that's like a healing job. You know, it could be that, or you work. You know, with you're a social worker who works with couples. You know, it could be all these things. It's the Knight of Cups is really all about dreaminess and romance and that kind of, you know, fairy tale. Maybe some of you have written a fairy tale book. Some of you are writing books. But all this to say is, like that's interesting, Sabrina, because that could be like. Some of you written a book, and this could be a publisher wanting to publish your book and then screwing you. You know, that's the kind of energy here. I feel like someone else has gotten this kind of energy where it's like, it feels too good to be true, whatever this is. You know, whoever this is showing up here and offering you this opportunity, offering you this something, as someone is offering you something that feels dreamy. And the Queen of Swords is like involved here. So they're like, oh, you know, they're like a Gemini energy here. Like, you know, I don't know. It's almost like they're reeling you in with this flashy opportunity, with this very too good to be true project or home, or you know, whatever that is. And then they're going to, I need you to be careful, Pisces. I need you to be careful. I feel like these are like you I don't know, they might even like arrest you with this Queen of Swords, or there's like a contract negotiation gone bad, you know, like they might try to. This is very much like, you know, everything I've said, but also now that I think more and more, let's say in a business world, like an opportunity or an agreement or something that comes to you that is like, wow, this is it. This, the universe is, you know, it's like, it's too good to be true. And I'm telling you, it is too good to be true. I need you to be discerning. The discernment is key right now, because we have like this beautiful man here showing up, and I'm like, you know, as much as we would love to have this relationship with this man, I'm not saying that he's the one, but I'm just saying that these two together are very concerning to me. Like you don't want to cross a king or a Queen of Swords, because they have no emotion, right? They're just like, it's just like, it's almost like, you effed me, I'm gonna F you back 100-fold, and I'm gonna go for the jugular. I'm not gonna do this, like, I'm not gonna be a Queen of Pentacles about it. I'm not gonna be kind about it, or a Queen of Cups about it. I'm gonna be a Queen of Swords. I'm gonna take you for all the money you have. You know, I'm gonna take you for this. I'm going to come in and cut you down. Like, I'm trying to understand what this is for you. Or it could be someone talking really shit about you. Like, oh, you know, it could be like, you just got a raise or a promotion, or you just got a new friend has come in, right? And all of a sudden you hear you know, they're praising you to the boss, or they're praising you to other friends, but really they're talking bad about you. They're cutting you down. You know, that's that kind of energy. I feel like I don't know why I got this. The Cups is emotions, right? And this is, I almost feel like some of you may have been given a diagnosis of sorts, and it was a misdiagnosis, so I need you to check on that again. I feel like there's something here. There's like a hidden, you know, there's a missing link here. There's someone who is defying you, who will defy you maybe, or is, but they come in looking very pretty, and yeah, they come in looking very positive. Yeah, there's so many things that I talked about, so I hope that you can you could find something in there, because I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. But there's definitely some, I kind of love this, and I love the Knight of Cups, because it is a like knight in shining armor kind of energy. But this is kind of concerning to me, because the Queen of Swords coming in here as the current situation, as a challenge. There's definitely someone that doesn't have your back at all. They are like either like ratting on you with like police officers, or the board, you know, if you're in a company, or if you're like, you know, like someone of higher standing, I guess, in hierarchies, and a kind of energy. Someone giving you a loan, taking you away with the loan. You know, there's that kind of energy. I don't like it. But your outcome is the Death card, which I kind of love, actually. It's like let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities and time to move on. So it's like the release transformation card. And I kind of feel like perhaps this is something that's been going on for the longest time with you. You know, it could also be simple as you're with a partner who says one thing and then they do the opposite, you know, and it's like, what? It's like you're always like standing on the edge of tomorrow, kind of, and you're always like, what is, of yesterday even. You're always like, what is going on? You know, it's like a double personality kind of energy showing up. You know, like, oh yeah, I'm confident, I'm cool, I'm collected, I'm good, I'm really happy, honey, everything is great, or, you know, whatever, and then they fucking fuck you over. That's, excuse my language, but that's what I'm getting. And someone who is fooling you in a very powerful way. Like someone lying, like 100%. Swords is thought, is voice, words. Words matter for the swords, but they don't matter if they're in reverse. So where in this life is, and it's so interesting this card showed up, like, what does this card mean? Right? It's like, I almost feel like this is a trap, this card. It's like someone's going to come in and use their body, their physicality to sway you, which is so interesting to me. You know, or it's like tune into your body. Tune into what your body is telling you. Because the body, you know, everybody always like, listen to the mind, listen to the heart, but listen to your body. You know, I do a lot of pendulum work, and I know that the human is a pendulum. You know, if your body will tend to go forward, if it's a yes, will move this way, if it's a no, or move backwards, it's a no. Like, you can even ask your body to program your body and say, is this a yes? And it'll move wherever it moves. Is this a no? And then you're aware of it, right? So listen to the body. If your body's telling you don't eat something, if your body's saying don't walk into that door, listen to it. I'm telling you, there's like, you are in a process of cutting someone loose in your life that has been very toxic. Queen of Swords. They are putting on a good face, but behind that face is rotten to the core. Someone who is malevolent, is, you know, lying, cheating, whatever it is, who's dishonest, disrespectful, whatever, all of that, talking bad behind your back, who's trying to undermine you in every way possible by giving you some kind of bullshit lie here, or giving you a story. And this is the moment, I'm going to put them all together, that you are in this death. This is time to, not to kill anybody, but to say goodbye finally to that, because this is not aligning with you anymore. Do not stay with this anymore. You need to make a change. The shift is here. You cannot support this kind of energy anymore, Pisces. This is not your job to take on this very vile energy. Like, it could be a mother-in-law, you know, for all I know. It could be like a sister-in-law. It could be someone who is constantly on your back, like always like but no, you know. So I don't like it. Could be a gossip columnist, you know, if you're famous. It could be someone like a journalist, a writer, you know. I feel like there's just there's tomfoolery happening here, and I don't like it for you. And I'm happy to see the death card show up, because It's time to let go of the past, right? It's time to move on. Only you can do that. I'm going to hide the cards. All right. Your advice is focus on the positive. Love it. Yes. Focus on what you, the feeling that comes up when you've decided that I cannot no longer align with this. This is not right for me. You're fired. You're like out of my life. You're whatever. I'm leaving. You don't have to be dramatic about it. I know you're Pisces and you'll have to be dramatic about it, but it doesn't have to be dramatic. You just say, it's done. I'm moving and I'm focusing on what makes me happy now. Maybe I'm focusing on Mr. Acorn Man because he makes me happy right now, or whatever. I'm going to focus on people who want to share my energy, who want to hug me and love me, right? And no more of this, whatever that Queen of Swords was. See the bigger picture. Love that too. Very nice. These are both Sagittarius cards. Yeah, full moon and new moon in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius come in for a little help to say, hey, this is necessary to move through. You need to move through this ugly, these kinds of people, because they make you see who you really are, the potential of who you are. Don't hold on to them and don't vilify them and don't hate them, and don't just see them as lessons. See them like, oh, thank you so much, next. I kind of love this, and this is potential. I kind of like this. There's potential. There's an opportunity in every delay, detour, rejection, gossip, whatever ugly energy that comes into your life. It's the you have the potential, you have an opportunity right now to say, okay, do I live in that crap? Do I stay there and I feel sorry for myself, or do I focus on me? When we give attention to these kinds of people, they thrive on that. They feel like they're winning. When you ignore that kind of person and you kill them with kindness, like I like to do all the time, say, oh, it kind of eats away at them because they don't feel like they're winning, because these are that kind of energy. It's like, I need to win at all costs kind of energy. You just whatever, and move your focus to Acorn or to whatever you want. But it's time for change. Pisces, you never disappoint me. This is just so... I love it though, because you know why? We're at a place in our life now, in this evolution, that it's enough. It's enough taking shit from other people, and it's enough following other people's ways. No, enough. I don't care if they're in your family, if they're in your workplace, if they're your best friends for 50 years or 20 years. At one point, your soul is screaming at you, saying, yo, what are you doing? Stop. Stop giving in. Stop expending your energy here. Stop. Let's move on. Let's go. Let's go. So I have 2 answers to questions. You have a yes and no question and a when question. So if you guys are doing sun, moon, and rising, you can get 3 questions and 3 answers today or whenever you want. So think about your questions, and I'm going to look for the yes or no. Wow, man. I'm yet to get okay. I guess I haven't gotten it at all this week. Okay. So your yes, no, your answer is reconsider. So you don't have to think it over too much, but at this point it's saying it's not the right way, or whatever it means for you. And when is in the near future. So soon. All right, my beautifuls, my fish, this is your reading. As usual, you are in a very volatile stage, but there's a lot of this to me feels very freeing and liberating, because the Queen of Swords, oh my God, ew. And you know, seek out your acorn man, go to the gym, look for him, or go to the supermarket. No. It's not about like that. If you're married, please, I don't want to be involved in any of this, but you know, there's nothing wrong with looking at something, right? Just, I think it's more about finding the people around you that really connect with you, that can give you positive energy, you know, can give you that exchange of energy that uplifts you instead of that Queen of Swords energy. And you know, touch is really important. So maybe this is a message to get a massage, or if you don't like massages, a facial, or like hair appointment, or whatever it is. Or ask your kids to hug you forever if you have kids, or your friends. All right, I love you, Pisces, and check out all my stuff. Support me on Ko-fi, and where else? Buy my zodiac journals, book sessions with me. There's all the information is down below. It really helps me, and it supports me, and it helps me live. So that would be great. Have a lovely week. I love you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.